Alright guys, Gemini, back with another video, and of course this video I'm going to be talking about American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. This is a DVD right here. I wish I can get the inside of it to play. I'm going to have to play with that and see if I can fix it. But yeah, what I want to do in this video, the last video I made on Dusty Rhodes was really short, and I don't feel like I was able to I don't feel like in that video I got out everything that I wanted to say about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and then let it go. I feel like that video was, very short and very quick, because I think we were all in shock over the sudden passing of Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes, I don't know, how closely you guys follow this guy, but in the 70s in Tampa, Dusty used to wrestle at the Armory, and he was in the 70s in Florida, and he wrestled in St. Petersburg, and he was the version of Hulk Hogan in the 70s in Florida. He really was. He, working for Eddie Graham, Florida Championship Wrestling. He was, he was the Hulk Hogan of the 70s. Dusty Rhodes was just one of those guys that could just walk in a room and smile and light the whole room up. And if you don't believe me, last night, during the tribute on Money in the Bank, when Vince McMahon, was standing there and everybody was emotional, you could just see that just when that music hit, just to pay respects for Dusty, everyone just wanted to start dancing. You could see Vince McMahon just getting ready to just dance. You could see everyone just getting ready to just dance and have a good time, like they would have if Dusty was there. Dusty would have been breaking some moves, and that was who Dusty was. He was just a fun-loving, kind spirit. He was someone who could really talk on the mic, really sell tickets with his mouth. Not only that, but Dusty Rhodes was an overweight guy. He never had a like Chris Masters physique or anything. But Dusty was one of those guys who was big and overweight, but he could wrestle an hour in the ring with Ric Flair and Harley Race and Terry Funk and not get tired. And you watch his matches with Ric Flair and Terry Funk and Harley Race from the late 70s, early 80s, and it was just gold. And Dusty sold out every arena he went to. This was before his WWF run. Dusty was already a legend in the wrestling business before he even came in the WWF in 1989. He was already a legend. He already had accomplished so much in the wrestling business before he even came to the WWF. And in the WWF, basically when he came in '89, Vince told him, you're not in charge of nothing. You just come here and you just have fun. And Dusty hated the polka dots. He thought it was a joke. He thought it was a rib. But Dusty was so charismatic, and he was such an amazing performer that he was able to take, one of Vince's stupid ideas with the polka dots and get it over. And he got it over big time. Dusty Rhodes in '89 was one of their top baby faces. I mean, pretty much he worked the middle of the card with the Big Boss Man and $1 Million Man and Macho Man. It was like middle of the card. I mean, he was never like, the main guy. But Dusty was okay with it, He made the mid card look as strong as the top of the card. And that was a tribute to Dusty. If you guys go back also and you watch some of his commentating work in WCW, man, him and the Brain and Tony Schiavone on commentary, especially the Brain and Dusty, they were so funny to listen to, and they were really great. And Dusty was one of the first guys to say in WCW, where the big boys play. And Dusty would get so excited on commentary, and him and Schiavone and the Brain really did a good job for the WCW commentary team back in the day on their pay-per-views. Later he, fell off the scene, when WCW went down, and he went and did some work with ECW, with Steve Corino, and they had some interesting stuff. you know, eventually goes back to the WWF, and you know, becomes one of the writers, one of their executives, and you know, he helps the kids at NXT, but just with his gift to Gab. And I'll tell you what, he is definitely missed. He's definitely remembered, and everything he said was just magic. You know, he looked up to superstar Billy Graham, but he put his own version on it. He put his own spin on it. You know, and like I said, I wish I can get this fixed because he had so many cool sayings. I mean, you can look at the picture of it, you know, holding the NWA, you know, World Heavyweight Championship belt. But really, if you want to see some great Dusty matches, they're on this DVD. I mean, this stuff with Harley Race and Terry Funk and Ric Flair, you know, was legendary. You know, I mean, do you guys remember the Starrcade where, you know, he had to fight the Road Warriors, and the Road Warriors tried to put his eye out with the spike, and it was pretty intense, you know. So just wanted to get that all out and just be done and let Dusty go. But I felt like I needed to give a proper tribute to the guy. So long live the American Dream. I hope you enjoyed, you know, this trip down memory lane, and thank you for watching. Have a good one.